special night. Could you describe to us how it is over there?
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khair. I'm sorry, maybe I missed some of your because it's very crowded here and noise. I don't know if you hear some noises here. I moved a little bit away from the crowd. Got excuse from some people here to get to their place, but still it's crowded anyway. They understand now you want to hear about the sight and the scene just in front of me, and also about the tonight crowd, and also I would call it festival actually, right? MashaAllah.
And could you tell us about the people there, the Muslims around the Haram? Are they having difficulties reaching Al Haram? Are they having difficulties finding a space?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
The Muslims over there, yes. Are they facing difficulties reaching Al Haram?
Oh, actually it's normal to face such difficulties. Now the statistics say somewhere I believe it's around 2 million. Now I saw just part of the Haram, which is near the new building where the big mosque now, and it's the first they have seen like what I'm seeing actually, and I'm calling Allah Ta'ala to support our guards who are really in the actually I didn't pray Isha prayer, so I came about an hour earlier.
Wow.
I broke my fast away and with my children, and we just arrived today tonight. And then we moved right from Aziziyya, which I see is about only 2 kilometers. It took me a long time to get here, and it is really first time I see this time. Yeah, this crowd. To say, in other words, I've been here to Hajj many times. It's more than Hajj, especially what's in it. Clearly, it is more than Hajj.
So we're talking about millions. Might be 3 or 4 millions over there.
Sorry?
One more thing. Are you there on a formal journey, or are you going on as a personal travel? Are you going there with a dawah office?
It is actually I'm facing a problem probably with the communications, because even as a prayer we could not even call. I could not use my mobile.
Yeah, it's true because of the communication. A lot of people. Yes, that's true. My question is again: Are you there with are you there on a formal visit with a dawah office, or are you going there personally, as a person visit? Personally?
Yeah, my one. I just came with my children, and I could not even bring my children at this Haram because it is a risk to bring them in, especially the small children. I came with just my wife, and it is hard even to walk together with her. I just left her with the certain to here, please, until we're done, and I'm here. You have to be cautious at such crowds, usually with everybody's from different backgrounds. Everybody's some people are following the organization, the organizing of the place, and some people just pushing. Some people out there, some people in a hurry, and then just to see the varieties of people and cultures, and it is amazing. But alhamdulillah, something really that makes you feel good. Alhamdulillah. I talked with some people right after Isha prayer, and they were saying, may Allah inshallah increase the numbers, even if it's crowd and it's really hot by the place. Somebody said, imagine if there's only a few people. You don't want to see that, right?
Yeah.
So alhamdulillah, may Allah inshallah increase, and may Allah accept from everybody here, and may Allah inshallah stay possible.
And I'm curious, what plans do you have for the rest of the night? Are you going to stay in Al Haram, or are you going to leave and come back again?
So was that a question?
Yeah. What plans do you have for the rest of the night, inshallah?
Well, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay. We do understand and know that with all the number of people over there, the communication can be a little bit difficult, but bear with us a little more. Yes, I was asking you about the plans. What plans do you have for the rest of the night?
You asked me about
Plans for the night. Okay. I believe we're losing you here, Brother Abdurrahman, but we thank you so much for your input, and inshallah may Allah the Almighty make your trip successful, and inshallah be accepted from Allah the Almighty. Now back to our guest. As you can see, he's describing the atmosphere. Yeah, and we could tell it from a technical view that a lot of people are there in this fish, but alhamdulillah, thanks to the effort of the custodian of the Torah mosques, everything is becoming easier year by year.
Yes,
and inshallah, as you said, the Hajj, inshallah, you're going to Hajj this year.
Yes, I would like to.
It will be even easier because I remember I've been to Hajj actually I didn't go to Hajj as a Haji, but on a formal trip, and the Hajj last year was perfect. I'm not exaggerating, was very smoothly. Given the new construction sites and the bridges of the Jamarat, which make it very, very easy for the Muslims to perform their Hajj rites.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, yes, alhamdulillah. I'm sorry, we kind of interrupted you. You were talking about the activities you do in the Dawah office, the one in the Shifa.
Yes.
So, you see people coming and converting, alhamdulillah, to Islam.
Yes.
What reasons do they get when they usually embrace Islam? Why did they do so?
Well, a lot of people, wallahi, people are looking for the truth. Right? People are looking to see what's their purpose in life, and most of the time, with their backgrounds or the religions that they may have come from, it does not paint a clear picture. And when the people they come here, alhamdulillah, and they see how the Muslims react and how the Muslims live, they are curious. They want to know, what is the driving force behind the people. And alhamdulillah, they come to the Dawah offices, and we try to be very inviting to them and answer as much questions as we could possible to them. Alhamdulillah, the people, Allah is the one who makes the people Muslim. And Allah, you can see that Allah softens the hearts of the people and make them come to Islam. Alhamdulillah.
And did you practice these Dawah activities before coming to Saudi Arabia?
Of course,
in your own country.
Of course, because actually myself, I was not born a Muslim. I was converted to Islam. I was born to a Christian home, and I was converted to Islam from a very young age. I was actually 11, going on 12 years old when I converted to Islam. And even as a Christian, I used to call people towards Christianity. So when I became a Muslim, I started to call the people to Islam. So since then, now it's been about 22 years since I've converted to Islam, and all my life I have always made this a priority in my life, to call the people to Islam. So this is something that hopefully, as long as I have blood flowing through my veins, that I will always call the people to this beautiful religion of Islam.
I see. Calling to Islam, being here in Saudi Arabia, I believe is a less challenge calling to Islam in a non-Muslim country.
Of course.
Could you describe these challenges?
Well, first of all, when I came here to Saudi Arabia, I didn't expect that I would have the opportunity to be able to be still involved in Dawah. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala led me to this Dawah center, and the people there have been very helpful and have been very concerned, and they have afforded me to volunteer with them to continue with calling to Islam. But of course here it's a little much easier because you are, the Muslims here is the majority. So it's different, but alhamdulillah, it's the same wherever you go, because the people who are converting to Islam, whether they're Christian, according to the background that they come from, the mentality is the same. their belief systems is the same. So there is not really much of a challenge, because a Christian here who maybe came from Philippines or Israel like this, is the same as a Christian that comes from Britain or America, because they follow a basic pattern of teaching. So it's quite the same.
Now, when a non-Muslim approaches you in the office, in the Dawah office, usually they're considering Islam, but they still have doubts.
Yes.
So what does actually their doubts circle around?
Most of them, their doubts is because, unfortunately, throughout the world, we have Muslims today that they don't adhere, or they don't keep up with the original teachings of Islam. So therefore you have people are a bit confused, because they see one Muslim act in a particular way, and then they'll see another Muslim act in another particular way. But then when they read about Islam, so sometimes they're a bit confused. What is the right way? So, alhamdulillah, so that is what they come for, to try to clear up. Some of them, they have, because generally, the religion of Islam is based on Tawheed. It's based upon singling out Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone in worship, right? Most of the people, they come from backgrounds where it is they go through a medium in order to get to Allah. They pray to Jesus, they pray to some other form or some other deity in order to get to Allah. Even some Christian denominations, they go through the priests in order to get to Allah. So the main thing is to get the people out of this idea that we have to go through any medium, that we can go direct in our worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And most of the time this is something that attracts them to Islam, because it's an easier way. Why should, because especially in Christianity, it was taught all the way from all the prophets that the way that they prayed was directly to God. They never had mediums before. So, so it's just to clear these misconceptions in their mind. And as you rightfully say, the ones that come to the Dawah Center, they are already inclined towards Islam. They're already there. They have inclination. They want to know more, and their heart is already inclined. They just want to clear things up.
I see. And what usually encourages them to go to the office? Is it like when they look, for example, at the screens, as we can see now, at the haram, or what? Or is it friends or families, or what encourages them to take the first step?
Well, a lot of the times, alhamdulillah, it's different reasons, but most of the times they may work with a colleague in their office or at their job site that someone tell them about Islam, right? Just give them a basic understanding of what Islam is about. Or sometimes we have Muslims who come to the Dawah centers and they collect reading materials, pamphlets, audio like this, and they give it to the people. And the people, they listen to it, they read it, and then they become more interested.